Quit saying sorry for everything constantly. Indeed, have you heard this sentence previously, or is it even told you much of the time? Then it is possible that you, in the same way as others, experience the ill effects of the sorry disorder. Since the beginning we learn, in the event that you commit an error, you apologize for it. More often than not, statements of regret are even something pleasant, for instance when the two sides find their direction back to one another after a squabble and one appreciates and regards the other. However, many individuals will generally apologize unreasonably frequently, once in a while for things for which they cannot do anything by any means. The sorry condition portrays precisely this way of behaving. In any case, where does unnecessary saying sorry come from at any rate? Condition has to do with. The way of behaving can have many foundations, like an exceptionally severe childhood. Saying sorry can here and there appear to be a break from a circumstance. In any case, low confidence, a longing for social acknowledgement, harassing or orientation can likewise assume a part. For instance, ladies are more frequently impacted by the disorder than men. This is basically because of learned orientation generalizations, as per which ladies are answerable for congruity in the public eye and are subsequently more lean to apologize. In some cases we first notification the sorry disorder in others, and there even as a fairly demanding propensity. Be that as it may, the condition has pessimistic outcomes essentially for the individual saying sorry. The people who apologize for things for which a conciliatory sentiment wouldn't be fundamental by any means, hurt their own confidence. Since at that point you put the necessities of others over your own. Also, eventually, you're not helping anybody, and, all things considered, you ought to apologize yourself. Gotten. These 7 signs demonstrate that you, as well, are impacted by the sorry disorder. 1. You apologize for things you can't help. Assuming you wind up saying sorry for conditions that are outside of your reach, for example, dropping a gathering since you are wiped out or saying sorry for others, this might be the principal indication of sorry disorder. 2. You apologize for immaterial things. Saying sorry in regular day-to-day existence is very ordinary, yet on the off chance that you get out sorry for each easily overlooked detail, you ought to reflect assuming it was truly fundamental here. On the off chance that it wasn't, contemplate why you want to say it. 3. You apologize to keep away from clashes. You ought to constantly go to bat for your own privileges and values. Far from simple or easy, we know. Yet, assuming you notice that you keep down in circumstances, despite the fact that you experience unfairness and apologize in light of the fact that you fear struggle, you are exceeding your own limits, in spite of the fact that it is vital to point these out to the next individual. 4. You apologize for requesting little blessings. Might I at any point get a pen briefly? In the event that you as of now have the desire to say sorry when you pose an inquiry like that, or on the other hand on the off chance that you wonder whether or not to request some help even from a companion, keep an eye out. The sorry condition is irritating us once more. No statement of regret is fundamental here. 5. You apologize a few times. Here the standard is, once is sufficient. Check out at it along these lines, saying sorry time after time won't be viewed in a serious way any longer. Then, at that point, rather once earnestly. 6. You apologize for yourself. Low confidence frequently causes us to feel awkward regardless of when or where. Everybody is significant, nobody ought to need to apologize for simply being or feeling. 7. Individuals let you know that you apologize again and again. Presumably the most clear sign that you've been chomped by the sorry disorder is when individuals around you notice it as well. Assuming that companions or family bring up it to you, attempt to acknowledge it. Clearly, they don't anticipate that you should apologize that frequently. Assuming you perceive yourself in the focuses, perhaps now is the right time to address what compels you apologize so exorbitantly. Yet, how? To start with, you can take a stab at focusing on the circumstances in which it happens to you particularly frequently, and stop yourself right when it attempts to slip past your lips. It can likewise be useful to supplant the common expression of remorse phrases with others. Indeed, even a "right, you're correct" about that can communicate your appreciation. The last tip can take somewhat more time and requires some work. Figure out how to say no. Your confidence will much obliged.